is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is your Monday Night Raw review for last night's show, October 27th, 2014. Your number one source for all WWE content right here on YouTube.com. Hopefully soon, I will be adding that WWE 2K15 to the entire plethora of videos that I create just for you guys right here on YouTube.com. Monday Night Raw took place last night from San Antonio, Texas, home of WWE Hall of Famer and my favorite wrestler of all time, including The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. All right, Monday Night Raw, guys, the fallout from Hell in a Cell. If you missed my Hell in a Cell review and results, link is down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support and the success on my pay-per-view videos following the pay-per-views on the WWE Network. You guys hit a home run. That video hit a home run. It's still gaining views. It's raping the search engine right now. And I'm glad to see that. Over 13,000 views in 2 days. Thank you guys so much for checking that out. If you missed it, like I said, link is down below. If you missed Off the Script, my own personal podcast, one-man show, JD giving the news and rumors of the current WWE week. The eyes and mouth and ears of a true professional wrestling fan. That's what you hear on Off the Script. I give you my thoughts and opinions behind everything regarding the product. Off the Script Part 1, 2, and 3 of this past weekend show. Link is down below in the description. Those people who checked out WrestleRumble.com and entered in the contest to win cash money. And if you didn't win cash money, Pro Wrestling T-shirts from ProWrestlingTees.com. I know one of you guys actually won a T-shirt from ProWrestlingTees.com. Thank you guys so much for checking those guys out over at WrestleRumble.com. It's nice to know one of my subscribers, one of my fans, actually came in the top 5 for their predictions. So we're going to do that again during the Royal Rumble. I will definitely keep you guys posted on when the guys over at WrestleRumble.com fill me in on what's going on, regarding their events and when the next pay-per-view is going to be. Chairshot Reality, WrestleZone.com, LeBar, Eisenberg, and Goldust, they're getting ready for their 250th episode with Mr. Vince Russo. I will definitely let you guys know about that. If you missed any of their previous shows this past weekend, homepage to WrestleZone.com, Chairshot Reality is linked down below. They also have a YouTube page. Whatever they don't get around to uploading on WrestleZone, it always goes to YouTube, man. Exclusive content that you will not find on WrestleZone.com. Go and check that out. Subscribe. Tell them JD from NY sent you over there and show those guys some love. And Joe Cronin, finally, if you guys want additional wrestling content, Joe Cronin Show is your man. Link to his Twitter and YouTube page are linked down below in the description of this video. Please check out the description, guys. I don't put that shit there for my own personal health. I do it for you guys to keep you guys afloat and updated on what's going on. And as always, I'm JD. Right? You guys know who I am. You guys know what I do here. If you're new, subscribe. What the fuck are you waiting for? If you're not following me on Twitter, at JD from NY206, where you can keep up to date on everything that I do on this channel. Wrestling-wise, WWE-wise, video game-wise, Call of Duty, Destiny, Battlefield, Mario Kart, Zelda, you name it. I got it all. I got Alien. I'm doing everything I can, man, up until the release of WWE 2K15 and Advanced Warfare, 2 games that will be featured prominently on this channel. But you're not here to talk about video games. You're not here to listen to me talk about video games. Let's talk about WWE Monday Night Raw. Now, funny story. My assistant manager, of the store that I work at, had to go to a mandatory managers meeting. I was actually scheduled to work and be on shift during Monday Night Raw. I had a 1:30 to 10:30 schedule last night. I got out a little bit early. I caught the last hour of Monday Night Raw, but I missed the first 2 hours. And I asked you guys to keep me afloat and just keep, tweeting at me and let me know what's going on during Monday Night Raw, since I'm not in front of a TV and I'm going to be at work all night. You guys lived up to the task. You were tweeting me all night, keeping me updated on what was going on Monday Night Raw. The majority of the tweets came in. Half of them said it was a good show, decent show, a fun show. And then the other half telling me, JD, this show sucks, it's fucking boring. The opening promo started off hot, and then everything in between and after that was complete fucking filler. I caught the last 2 matches of the show. I caught Kane and Dolph Ziggler. which I'll tell you right now, went on way too fucking long. That match should have been cut down at least fucking 12 minutes. They went longer than I think I ever anticipated, and Dolph Ziggler got the win there with a roll-up. The main event I seen was very, very good, okay? John Cena and Seth Rollins. Now, the only thing I didn't like here, obviously the ending of the show was fucking cheesy. I don't know what that had to do with leading into Survivor Series or building up towards Survivor Series. The whole fucking locker room coming out and brawling. Illogical booking. Sloppy booking. Uncreative. Just speaks laziness to me. I don't know what was going on. I don't see the fucking need for that. I don't know what sense that made to end the show. It just put a damper on what Seth Rollins and John Cena did in the ring last night. And what they did in the ring last night was give you probably one of the best main events on Monday Night Raw that we've seen this year. In recent memory, at least. They went 20 minutes. They told a great story in the ring. They gave you everything that they had. Seth Rollins is showing you why he's not only the number one heel in the business right now, and that's including Brock Lesnar, by the way, because Brock Lesnar is just, doing his own thing. He's the WWE champion, but he's not going to be back until January, and I'll mention that a little bit later in this video. But Seth Rollins is showing you why he is the number one villain in the industry right now. Seth Rollins is showing you why he can go with the best of them in the ring. And Cena lived up, and delivered a good performance, man. Cena's, gets a lot of flack for what he does in the ring, but listen, he did what he had to do. And they delivered a great main event. It told a great story in the ring. And I didn't like the whole ending to that match. That was not needed, okay? I also did not like how Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose do what they did at Hell in a Cell the night before. And WWE wants to deliver Cena versus Rollins so fast, so immediately following what happened at Hell in a Cell. That's also what I did not like, okay? I didn't understand that booking. I don't know who made that decision. But Seth Rollins and John Cena should have waited a little bit longer to get their hands on each other, being that John Cena made such a big deal about getting his hands on Seth Rollins. Immediately, as soon as he was, declared the loser in that contract on a pole match, his whole idea and his whole focus was focused on Randy Orton and beating Randy Orton in Hell in a Cell and getting that number one contendership for the WWE Championship that's held by Brock Lesnar. Now they're putting him against Seth Rollins again. So everything that the WWE did here really did not make sense, and it was illogical, okay? So those are the things I took away from that match. I did not like that the Seth Rollins and John Cena confrontation happened so quickly, and I didn't like the ending of that match. Very cheesy, very lame, and it just reeked of laziness to me. It really didn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, Randy Orton, RKO out of nowhere. This guy, I'm telling you, this is going to be his best work as a babyface, okay? The wheels are in motion, and in motion very fucking quickly, all right? He is a babyface. It is definitely happening, as you seen last night. RKO out of nowhere on Seth Rollins. I watched the review back on YouTube.com, WWE's YouTube page, the little clips that they post. I seen everything that happened. I seen the most of parts of it. Randy Orton, RKO, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins sold that thing like a fucking champ. I like the asshole that Seth Rollins is playing, calling himself the future of the WWE, trying to get under Randy Orton's skin. Randy Orton is very frustrated right now. He let out a lot of fucking anger last night. Triple H played a great middleman trying to hold back Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. It's a little explosion going on within the Authority right now. And Randy Orton, boom, RKO out of nowhere. The RKO is getting Randy Orton over quicker than anyone anticipated. And the RKO is going to make him a full-blown face, if not already, with these vines and, the WWE announce team and the WWE in general hyping up the RKO. The RKO has never been bigger than it has been now, and it took 11 years for that to happen, and Randy Orton is really going to see his most successful face or babyface turn since being with the WWE. I guarantee that. I'm looking forward to this match. If the WWE plays their cards correctly, Rollins and Orton could have a classic feud. It looks like Dean Ambrose is out of the picture. He's going to be preoccupied with Bray Wyatt and Rollins and Orton. It's going to be great, man. I don't know how WWE is going to handle this and book this accordingly over the months. It's going to be nice to see them get their hands on each other at Survivor Series. Team Cena versus The Authority is announced for Survivor Series. I have a little proposal for you guys. It's going to be, in my opinion, what should be Cena, Orton, Ziggler, and Ambrose versus, you got Bray Wyatt, include him with The Authority, Kane, Seth Rollins, and Triple H. Triple H I would put in action at the Survivor Series. It should be a great match if the WWE wants to book it accordingly. 4 against 4, the classic Survivor Series, no fifth man. You don't need a fifth man. Adding a fifth man only takes away from the rest of the card. 4 against 4, 8 total is perfect. It's more than enough because the way the WWE's mid-card is right now, you're not going to have a lot of guys to fill out the rest of the card. The rest of the card might be rather meaningless and unimportant, being that WWE has done nothing to build up their mid-card. So having all your top stars in one match really kind of, deteriorates the rest of the card going down the list. So WWE's got to be very careful about what they do and how they book this pay-per-view and how they plan these matches out. What I gave you for the 8 guys, the 2 teams, I think should be Brock Lesnar is not going to be at the Survivor Series, even though my initial thought was to maybe include him on The Authority and put him as the team captain, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they are really going to, play up to what the rumors are swirling on the internet and what the dirt sheets are reporting. It's going to be Lesnar. It's going to be Cena at the Royal Rumble. We will see Lesnar at December 8th, Monday Night Raw for the Slammy Awards, okay, when I believe Brock Lesnar is going to win the Oh My God moment of the year by pinning The Undertaker. I don't see anything else winning that because that really was the biggest Oh My God moment of the year. But Lesnar, Cena, Royal Rumble, we won't see Lesnar back until the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, I told you in my Hell in a Cell review and results, the most important thing here was for the WWE to answer this one question: why? They failed, and they did not get that question and answer across very well on Monday Night Raw. Bray Wyatt, I love him to death. I love the character. He plays it better than anybody. He's probably the most over heel in the company. Does his job better than anybody on the current roster, but a lot of nothing last night was spoken with him and Ambrose. He did the same shtick. He did the same bullshit that he usually says. He said a lot of nothing, and it went nowhere. Very, very lame segment, and they really did not answer the question as to why he interfered in the Hell in a Cell and cost Dean Ambrose his match against Seth Rollins. I really don't understand the booking there. WWE did not solidify the answers to those questions, or to that question. And I was looking forward to something very creative by WWE. I know they wanted to include Bray Wyatt back in their plans leading into Survivor Series. I'm fortunate to see him on TV. I'm glad he's back in the main event. I'm glad he's back in the swing of things. But if it doesn't make sense, if you're not going to explain to me why he's on my TV, why he's attacking Dean Ambrose, why he's in the cell, it's unimportant to me. How can I invest my time as a viewer in that if you're not going to give me the proper answers to these questions? Very lame segment, very, very let down by what happened on Monday Night Raw last night. So hopefully WWE kind of fixes this as the weeks go on. I doubt it, but I'm going to remain hopeful when it comes to Bray Wyatt, because if they're bringing Bray Wyatt back to TV, they must have some type of plan for him, okay? Roman Reigns, again, another worthless fucking segment. Roman Reigns right now with this injury could not have happened at a worse time. He is the least important member of the X-Shield guys. Rollins is the number 1 heel in the company. Ambrose is your number 3 babyface now behind Cena and Randy Orton. And when Daniel Bryan comes back, I'm sure he's going to slip down that ladder just a little bit more. Roman Reigns, not even in the picture right now. He's saying that when he comes back, he's going after Seth Rollins. So I don't know what's going on with Roman Reigns. Unimportant segment. I don't know why they're putting him on TV if it, to just give us these small updates. Just have him come back and do what he's got to do, okay? I know the WWE wants to keep him relevant, but I would rather just keep him off TV and come back, surprise everybody, and just, get that big pop when he returns. I think the WWE is afraid of him losing some steam, some momentum with the WWE Universe, and that's why they're bringing him back to Monday Night Raw in these, worthless fucking interview segments. But we had last night Ziggler versus Kane. Again, Ziggler gets the win over Kane in that match last night. Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt. I was very disappointed with that segment. Nikki Bella versus Naomi. Please grab me a fucking pillow. Absolutely worthless. Mark Henry and Big Show versus Goldust and Stardust. Henry's heel turn was seen a mile away. I thought it was going to happen at Hell in a Cell. They saved it for Monday Night Raw. Really unimportant, but Henry does work better as a heel, but it's the same old shit with nothing new behind it. I don't know what they got planned. I really don't want to see a Big Show versus Mark Henry feud, but Henry does work better as a heel, but I don't know where the WWE's going with that. There's only so much that they can do with Mark Henry. AJ Lee versus Alicia Fox. Again, nobody fucking cares. Usos versus Miz and Damian Sandow. Usos pulling twin magic. Please give me a fucking break. If that's all they got planned for the Usos and they got to resort to doing that, that's pathetic, to be quite honest with you. Hogan was there last night, and Ryback, came back, and he's the big guy again. He's got the Feed Me More shtick going on. But WWE, hopefully, again, just like I said with Bray Wyatt, hopefully they have a plan for Ryback. He squashed Bo Dallas last night. Bo Dallas is fucking worthless to anybody right now. I don't know what's going on with Bo Dallas, but Ryback is back. Hopefully they got a plan in place for Ryback. Maybe a feud with Rusev. I don't know. But, there's only so much you can do with Ryback as well. The crowd seems to be feeding off of that. They seemed a little bit excited last night to see Ryback back in the WWE. But how do you go and how do you fix what you fucking messed up with Ryback? Transitioning him from a kick-ass main eventer who didn't speak, who went out there and fucking beat the shit out of people, to, a tag team with Curtis Axel. Now he's back to being the big guy and, the Feed Me More shtick. The fans aren't stupid. So how are you going to work that? How are you going to make us believe Ryback is a true contender now? Is he going to be stuck in the mid-card? Are they going to, slowly catapult him into the main event? Maybe a feud with Rusev is planned. That would be a decent match. That would be quite interesting to see. Rusev taking down the big guy, Ryback. That would be an impressive win. That would give more credibility to Rusev if he doesn't have enough already. But I've been saying on Twitter, I think it's time for Sheamus and Rusev to be booked at Survivor Series, and Sheamus drop the title to Rusev, and Rusev finally get that United States Championship to get him more over as a diabolical heel. But Ryback is back. I don't know what the WWE's got planned. Hopefully it's something good. If they brought him back to TV, they might have something planned for him, but that remains to be seen. Monday Night Raw, from what I seen, the opening segment was hot. Everything else was legit filler up until the main event. The main event was great, 20-plus minutes with Rollins and Cena. They delivered a great match, great storytelling, but the ending really hampered down the main event and just became an all-out cheese fest. Very, very lame, and, it really wasn't exciting to me. It was illogical, and it didn't make any sense having everybody come out. But WWE's got the Survivor Series coming up in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They need to book this pay-per-view accordingly. Survivor Series needs to be brought back to the traditional 4-on-4. Book as many teams as you can. Give these guys something to do. Don't hamper it down with meaningless feuds and fucking just pair people. Incorporate storylines into these teams. Have these guys go at it at the pay-per-view. Try to limit your singles matches as best you can. And hopefully Survivor Series, they invest some time into it and they get this viewer along with you guys into the product. It could be a great Thanksgiving tradition this year. And hopefully they do that, and we're all excited for Survivor Series. The main event, Team Cena versus The Authority, looks to be pretty good. And that's going to be pretty much catapulted and, steamed ahead with Rollins and Orton. That's going to be the best program on WWE TV right now. That's the one program I'm going to invest my time in. I like where they're going, and it could be, we could be set up for a classic. So I look forward to that. And that's pretty much all that happened on Monday Night Raw, guys. I did pretty good for a review, I think, being that I missed most of the show. I caught most of the important parts on YouTube and WWE's YouTube page. But I will be back to doing my regular reviews and watching Monday Night Raw next week, being that I am off and I will not miss the show. This was just a fluke this week, and I had to be at work this past Monday, so that probably won't happen again for a while because I did request off Monday simply because I don't like missing my wrestling on Monday night. But I will be back on Friday with Off The Script, guys. Do not miss Off The Script this weekend if you want your number one source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. Do not miss Off The Script this weekend, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Catch up on all the descriptions and all the links down below in the description. If you're not following me on Twitter, at JD from NY, 206. And if you're not subscribed here, like I said, what the fuck are you waiting for? I'll see you guys on Friday for Off the Script. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit a like on the way out the door. Greatly helps me out. And I'll see you guys for Off the Script on Friday. Until then, take care, guys.